Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or indeed good evening, depending on when you are watching. I'm James Innes, the Jobs Guru, and today I'm going to be answering Caroline's question about, well, a personal matter. So, today's question is from Caroline in Nottingham. Dear James, I am currently going through a divorce and custody battle over our children with my ex-partner, which is extremely stressful, costly, and upsetting. Should I inform my employer in the hope that they might be able to be supportive of my home situation, or is it better to keep my personal life out of the workplace and carry on doing my job as best as I can to keep them impressed? Okay, well, I'm naturally very sorry to hear all this, Caroline. A divorce is difficult enough without having to cope with a custody battle as well, although often they come together, yes, I know. It must be making life very hard for you indeed. I think the answer to your question lies in whether or not your current situation is starting to impact on your ability to undertake your job to the best of your ability, or whether it is likely to do so in due course. It would, at least in my humble opinion, be entirely understandable if this was the case. And if you do perceive a possible negative impact on your work, then I think it is definitely something you should proactively approach your employer about, rather than ending up with them having to speak to you because they've noticed a difference. You don't need to go into all the details, and nor should you, but you should let them know about what you're going through, and that whilst you will continue to do the best you can, life is rather a struggle for you at the moment. Do focus on the fact that this is, of course, a temporary situation and that normal service will be resumed before too long. But all I would add to this is if your relationship with your employer is a particularly good one, then even if you don't think all of this will impact on your work, you might want to speak with them anyway. They will hopefully be sympathetic, maybe take steps to make your working life a little less stressful, at least for a while, so you can better concentrate on resolving your problems on the home front. If you found yourself in a similar situation to this one, did it affect your ability to produce good work? How did you cope? Comment below. A final word on the subject of compassionate leave. Now, as an employee, you're legally allowed a reasonable amount off work at the time to deal with an emergency involving a dependent. There are no limits on how many times you can take time off for dependents, but your employer may want to talk to you if they think the time off is affecting your work. Above and beyond this, your employer may allow you compassionate leave for emergency situations. It's worth checking your employment contract or company handbook on this front. Does the breakdown of a marriage and coping with custody issues fall within the definition of compassionate leave? Well, that would be very much a judgment call on the employer's part, but most will hopefully be understanding in such circumstances. If you're finding these Q&A videos helpful and want to see more, please do subscribe, ring that bell, leave a like. Now, I'm always open to interesting new questions from my viewers, so if you have a workplace, jobs, careers, or employment-related question for me, then please do type it into that comment section below, and I may well feature it in a future episode of this show. And if I do, then one of my limited edition collector's item Jobs Guru coffee mugs will be yours. I know you want one. You know you want one. And now, Caroline in Nottingham, well, she has one. Thank you for watching today. Keep safe and be well, my friends. Goodbye.